Welcome to my channel. This is KK with the Illuminated Path. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch my videos. So this is going to be a new segment. I'm going to do these monthly, and these are going to be messages from, I'll just call them, spirit messages. Messages from deceased loved ones, from your spirit guides or guardian angels. I am a medium, and I do mediumship readings. And because this is from the collective, Spirit has a way of knowing how to give a message that can actually resonate with a lot of people. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Let's try it and see how it goes. So I'm going to get some messages here. Now this will be a short reading. Okay, so spirit guides, guardian angels, deceased loved ones. Who needs a message? Who needs a message, and what is it that you want to tell them? Let's start with the first card. What do you want to say? Before I flip this one over, let's do this one. Oh, Six of Cups. Oh, wow. Six of Cups, remembering fondly, fond memories of life with you in it, right? I mean, it's a longing and a very... Hold on. Can't tell you how much I miss you and how wow. They're around you and you have absolutely no idea. I feel like you haven't gotten any signs or symbols. And if you have, let me reframe that. Hold on. You think that they are a coincidence and you blow them off. This is a card saying, don't blow off that. You are actually getting some messages from your person, whoever it may be, which I would think here it's a mom or a grandmother. It's somebody that's the same gender as you. And so I'm talking to someone who's a female here. Okay, so what is it? Oh, I forgot another one flipped out here. Okay, and I understand this. Yep, thanks, Spirit. Because with the Three of Pentacles, they need you to be a little bit more open, okay? They need you to not be so closed off about not that you're closed off about hearing from them. You're just constantly saying, well, why don't I hear from them? Or why don't I ever see signs or symbols? Or why don't I? You're just questioning. They don't want you to do that anymore. They want you to know that they're there and actually ask them for a symbol or a sign that you want, and then they'll make it happen. Okay? They want to work with you with the Three of Pentacles. They want to work with you. Okay. What else do you want to tell Aries? The World card. You know what? With the World card is about completion, and there was nothing that you could have done, not one thing. I know that there may be some guilt or something, but there's not one thing that you could have done to keep them there any longer, okay? So that's very important to know. Their time was up on earth, and that's all there is to it. And they don't want you to be sad because, oops. Oh, thank you. I love this. See? The Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups just flew out. This tells me that, listen, not only are they offering you love, right? Love and hugs from across the veil, but they want to tell you that someone's coming into your life. Now, it could be it could be a friend, it could be a friend, but it could be someone that you're interested in that's slightly younger than you and a little bit different than you, and to give them a chance, okay? because you're super picky and you tend to not give people chances. And so that's what they want you to do. Okay. Let me ask. Let me find out what that's about. So you're absolutely struggling. And you don't want, it's weird, I'm getting this feeling like you don't want to live without them in this world. This is for somebody else. This is not a part of this. This is for a different Aries. You're feeling very distraught, very depressed. Let me ask, what is it? You want them to know. You need something for this person. Hold on. Wow, okay. Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. I mean, like, this is a burden that I feel like, honestly, this person passed, you weren't able to get there. You were not able to get there for some reason, and you didn't get to say goodbye. So you're just carrying this burden, and you're just in a lot of pain. The Hierophant, or some people call it a Hierophant. Wow. The only way you're going to get through this is to find some faith, is to believe in something, is to believe that they're there and that they are still with you. And trust me when I say this, they are guiding you, because the Hierophant comes out as a teacher, as a leader. And the reason they left, I know this is going to be hard. Well, one of the reasons, I'm not saying all the reasons, is to, let me get this right. How do I say that? Oh, okay. Thank you. So to have you focus on, like, I'm just going to say, quote unquote, heaven, to focus your sights, your thoughts, to explore that realm. They had to leave so that it would bring you to this moment where you could explore, you know, spirituality, God, life after death, things like that. Because ultimately that exploration, that journey will help you. It will heal you. Okay? Let's see what else. Ace of Pentacles. This promises that you will be given a new opportunity. In what way, let me ask? In what way? I guess freeing you up to pursue another endeavor, to pursue something that you're happy about, something that gives you joy, okay? Now, I want to explain something that Spirit comes through. I mean, it's almost like there are a lot of people. Everybody has a lot of people that have crossed over, right? There's a lot of people, especially in the collective. So as I do this, before I start, I just ask who might want to deliver a message, and it's their job, right, to get you here to watch this video. And they can do that, by the way. They can nudge you, they can whisper, they just gently push you in a direction, right? It's very subtle. It's an urge to do something. I mean, it can be them doing it, can be your spirit guides, guardian angels. But I'll tell you what, if you're here watching it, then I'm sure there's something in it for you. Doesn't mean the whole thing has to make sense to you, because there's so many people and people need messages. And I see here that, like, there's people here who aren't feeling maybe or hearing their loved ones, you know, that have crossed over, which I get it. That's because a lot of people feel like they're gone and they're, you know, they have no communication with them, but that is not true. It couldn't be further than the truth. I can tell you that. I have so many stories of spirit coming through with unbelievable flair. I mean, you know, when I'm at the Coney Island, when I'm at church, when I'm just anywhere, they're coming through. So I figured, you know what, why not incorporate tarot with that? And hopefully I can reach more people. So what else? What else does Aries need to know? Okay, and somebody here, I don't know who this is for, but honestly did not see this coming. And they may have known that something wasn't right, but they chose not to address it. Okay? I think it's because, right, didn't want to think about the alternative or what could happen, right? Because you're very happy. A very happy, stable home life, a very good relationship. In fact, look, the sun just popped up as I said that, because you were so happy. You just couldn't believe it. I mean, that's really devastating. I mean, it's devastating for anybody, right? Oh, here, see when the Nine of Wands, it's like, you have the Nine of Wands is about, you know, like this is a long battle. Like maybe this is somebody that dealt with something and you just couldn't think about it. You couldn't think about them not being here. I mean, you couldn't think about them being gone or not in the same world with you. I think it might be back to this person up here, because yeah, because you didn't want to think about it, and therefore you didn't, right? You didn't really act on it, and it was a tremendous burden, and a long time. You know, it was a long battle. Okay, what else? All right. I know that you think you don't have the strength. The strength flew out in the reverse. So it tells me that they're telling me, right, because they can make this happen, the cards coming out, the ones that need to be seen. You don't feel like you can deal with it. You don't have the strength to deal with it. But you know what? I'm here to tell you, and they're here to tell you, that you do. You do have the strength to deal with this. And how you do that is with self-care. With the Queen of Cups, you need to show yourself more love. You need to validate yourself and appreciate yourself and know your worth and know that you're deserving of a happy life and that things do happen for a reason and we don't always understand them at the time. But I can assure you that your loved ones are supporting you. They are supporting you. So, and you know, by the way, people that come through don't always say nice things, right? They don't. Like, I have a good group of folks here right now that are very loving, very kind, very supportive. So that's good news, right? That's awesome. Okay, what else? What does Aries need to know? Oh, High Priestess. Thank you for that. Okay, yes, that makes total sense. Thank you. So that you don't need anybody to connect you to your loved ones. You can do it on your own. The High Priestess sits on the veil between physical reality and the spirit world. she has got one foot in both sides. Like, she knows she can get the messages herself. And they're telling you that you can get the messages yourself, okay? Don't think, it starts with your belief in yourself and the fact, and be willing to know that you can, okay? That is actually a beautiful message, truly, it is. You can do it yourself, you can get it yourself. They're always there around, they hear you when you talk to them, they do. So I'm just trying this out, so if you like this, like and subscribe. I'll continue to do it for all the signs. And listen, if you don't actually have to be an Aries, you could be an Aries. You could have Aries as a rising sign, as a Venus sign, as a sun sign, as a Mercury sign, whatever it is, it could play in to you, right? And I also like to say this, that the messages, Spirit knows how to deliver messages so that people will hear them. I can't stress that enough. So if you're hearing it, even if it's not your sign, it could be for you. So just be mindful of that, okay? Now the next one that came out is the Four of Swords, and that tells me that your person is telling you, listen, if you want to hear me, if you want to connect, and because it's just not as hard as you think that it is, then you need to put yourself in a state of repose. You have to be you have to be quiet. You have to put yourself in a meditative state. It doesn't have to be anything freaky or weird or whatever. But, sit on the couch or wherever you're comfortable, light a candle and just shut your eyes and be open, okay? Breathe in and out. Calm yourself, because when you're calm, I'll tell you this, that energy follows the path of least resistance. It's like water and it's like electricity. So if you're being very resistant, the energy's not going to get through, okay? So they're telling you, you can get your own messages with the High Priestess, but you just have to mellow out. You can't always be talking. Sure, you can talk to them and they'll hear you for sure, but if you want to hear back from them, you have to be in this state. A state of rest, relaxation, okay? Very, very important. Now, okay, so something's coming through here. So and how I know this is because they're showing me the window outside of my mother. My mother passed away a long time ago, but she used to sit by this window. It's like a sliding glass window. And she would look at two things, the deer and the birds. And I'm seeing that in my head for a reason, and it's because someone here did that same thing. They sat in a spot where they were drinking coffee or tea or whatever it was, and they would look at and love to see the birds and the deer. Now, that could be two different people, or it could be one person, but it's very strange. The person, was liked the nature. It was something that made them happy. And so I want to pass that along as well, because it was very clear in my mind, and I get things like that, and so I have to pass that along. What else? Okay, let me see. I'm going to just ask Spirit Guides and Guardian Angels, I need to know, what is, even if it's just one person, what are they doing right now in spirit? What are they doing? What are they doing? Woo! Wow. So what are they doing? Okay. So with the Empress, someone here, and I don't know exactly who it is, because there's actually a lot of people here right now, but there's someone here who, what they're doing right now is, and I'll call it in heaven, quote unquote, but I'll just say, listen, if you don't believe in heaven, I'm sure you believe in another higher place, higher dimension, but anyway, I'm going to refer to it heaven because that's what I believe in. So in heaven, this person is actually a very kind, very nurturing person, and they actually are caring for and nurturing children right now. They're helping with children. Okay, and then with the Three of Wands, the other person, this is a different person together. What they're doing is they are actually monitoring and your progress in life. They're trying to help you gain momentum in some kind of job situation. Okay, they're looking out for you. They are supporting you from behind the scenes, and you may or may not know this, but they are working in your behalf to connect the dots, right? So you got someone that is actually really in your corner. And I see on the bottom of the deck, which you don't see coming, is a message. 8 of Wands. So listen, after you've seen this message right here, right now, you're going to see and you're going to get a sign and you're going to say, oh, that's my sign. And you're going to know that it's your sign. So let me know, will you? Please drop it in the comments. I would love to know how your loved ones on the other side are trying to contact you and what their message is, or even what the symbol is or the sign. Okay, so, and you know what, it's funny? Well, I've got a few different signs for all the people in my family that are dead, but not dead, in another place, right? They're still more alive than ever, truthfully. They are. And I think that, well, we'll just experiment with this and see how it goes. So let me know if this is interesting to you, if you want me to continue, because I really love to do this. I have never done it with tarot before, but I am open, and I just know that not only my guides are probably filtering the messages through, because there's so many people. There are so many people. Oh my gosh. We talk about the collective for Aries, right? Lots of people coming through, and lots of people that want to come through. So also I see that something, and somebody here who's watching or listening, they're going to learn the truth about something that they did not know before this person passed. And it's something that will make sense to you. I know that's kind of vague, or not vague, but it's specific, but yet I don't know what it's about. But it's something that you're going to learn. And I guess, okay, this is the deal. It's important to not let the cat out of the bag, I guess, is the analogy, like the thing that I'm getting. You need to find this out on your own. This is something that you're going to find out, okay? So I'd love to know what that is too. You don't need to share it with me, but you can just, if you want to comment after something happened. I mean, this could take, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. I don't know. Just be on the lookout and be open. Shift your perspective a little bit so that you can receive the messages on your own, okay? Okay, so I think that's all for now. I'm at about 25 minutes. Please like, share, subscribe. Check out my other videos. I actually, for the first time, had somebody come through while I was doing a tarot reading for the Libra. And so you might want to check that one out too if you're a Libra or your person's a Libra. But listen, my heart goes out to you. No, no, no. You have to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that your people are, yes, their physical body is gone. Their physical body did die, but they are more alive than ever. They truly, truly are. And you know what? I have zillions of stories about people coming to me and, the connections with their loved ones here. And I could share those someday if you guys are interested. Amazing stories. That's really my passion, right? But anyway, so take care. We'll see you soon.